Good morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Dr. Don back in here with you. It is 4:18 a.m. East Central, 5:18 a.m. Eastern, as we are watching a winter storm develop across Alabama and Georgia at this hour. The National Weather Service office in Birmingham has now issued a winter storm warning in effect until 3 o'clock this afternoon for the following counties of East Alabama: Bibb, Clay, Pickens, Randolph, Shelby, Talladega, and Tuscaloosa. Until 3 o'clock this afternoon, roads and especially bridges and overpasses will become slick and hazardous. Plan on slippery road conditions. The hazardous conditions will impact the morning commute. This is going to be for a heavy mix of precipitation, additional snow and sleet accumulations of up to 1 to 2 inches, and ice accumulations of around 1/10 of an inch are possible. And basically, this is going to be an extension of the winter storm warning that was already in effect for North Alabama. They are now expanding this to include Bibb, Clay, Pickens, Randolph, Shelby, Talladega, and Tuscaloosa County until 3 o'clock this afternoon. So Roanoke, Ashland, let's see, some of the other locations that'll be affected by this. Talladega, we're talking about Ashland and Sylacauga, Talladega, and Roanoke. Again, that's a winter storm warning now. You were under a winter weather advisory, but now you've been upgraded to a winter storm warning. And we're showing some heavy precipitation continuing across West Georgia and East Alabama, basically from about Ashland over to Roanoke and then to just north of LaGrange and then north. It looks like that East Alabama and West Georgia may actually end up getting a little more precipitation than we originally thought. Seeing a lot of reports coming in from across the area. So we have plenty of ground truth reports now on that sleet that's taking place across East Alabama and West Georgia. If you have sleet taking place at your location, do me a favor and post it in the comments here on the video. Be sure and tell me where you are and what type of precipitation you have. It'll be interesting to see if any of this turns to snow. We certainly think that that is going to be a possibility. The National Weather Service obviously believes that too, because now they're including up to 2 inches of snow and sleet accumulation across Clay County, Randolph County, Heard County, Carroll, back into Coweta, maybe even across portions of Troup County throughout the morning hours here this morning as we watch this winter weather situation unfold across East Alabama and West Georgia. I'm just looking at some of the reports coming in from the National Weather Service. Very impressive rates on the changeover to snow. Couldn't ignore the accumulations here and reports coming in. Well, that's just the Weather Service talking about the upgrade that they just did. Let's see. Very light sleet in Eufaula. Wow, that's way down south. So we'd have some light sleet falling as far south as Eufaula this morning. Let's see. I'm seeing some video. I'm not sure where that is, but I see some video of snow falling this morning. I'm assuming that's up there in the Birmingham area. Aniana. It's snowing in Aniana, beginning to stick as well. Let me switch over and take a look at the Peachtree City. See if they're saying anything. It's sleeting at the National Weather Service office at Peachtree City, advising that their parking lot is already getting slick. Rockdale County is reporting sleet at this hour with bridges becoming slick. Heard County in the Ephesus area, light accumulation of sleet, possibly some snow on the ground, above ground surface, porches and cars, that sort of thing. Let's see. We have overpasses and parking decks starting to ice over now in Carroll County. So there you have it. We are beginning to see some accumulation of sleet across East Alabama and West Georgia. And when I say that, folks, I'm specifically talking about that area between I-20 and I-85. Right now, the majority of the sleet's taking place in Clay County, Randolph County, Cleburne, Carroll, Heard, Northern Troop, and over into Coweta and Meriwether County. It is snowing and sticking in Ashland, Alabama. Thank you for that report, Debbie. Sleeting at Potash Ridge. Sleeting heavily at Newell, Morrison Crossroads. Kevin Pinkard said his yard is covered in ice at Rock Stand. Kelly says that her backyard is turning crystal white and it's not snow. And that's in Woodland. As long as it's sleet, you won't be in trouble as far as power outages are concerned. If you start to see a changeover from sleet to liquid, then we got a problem. Now that sleet will be a problem on the roadways, but as far as power outages are concerned, sleet won't cause a problem. Sleeting in Roanoke. Heavy sleet at Memory Gardens out there on Highway 22, just east of Roanoke. Sleeting in Rock Stand. Good morning, Janine. Again, if you've got frozen precipitation falling at your location, be sure and tell me where you are and what you've got. We've got sleet on Country Club Road in Roanoke. I'm a little familiar with Country Club Road. Sleet on Main Street in Roanoke. Ranburn is getting a sleet snow mix. Thank you, Terry. Nicole says nothing but ice accumulating in her yard on County Road 87 in Center Chapel. Sleeting in Dickert. Thank you, Courtney. Sleeting in downtown Roanoke. Sleeting in Wedowee. There's my Birmingham buddy. Let me see what you're saying there, Brian. Switched over to snow in the Birmingham area, half-inch at my house and still coming down. Also, multi PDs. Hang on. Multiple PDs are also reporting icy roads in Jefferson, Bibb, and Shelby. And I got to tell you, Brian, is just getting started in Birmingham. I mean, we got a ways to go. So if you've got a half-inch already, you could stand to pick up an inch or two. Easy. Sleeting in Clay County and Talladega. Janine says the sleet was so hard it woke her up. Sleeting on County Road 16 in Rock Mills. Heavy sleet in Woodland on County Road 64. Sleeting on Lafayette Highway at the National Guard in Roanoke. Sleeting in Malone between Wedowee and Wadley. Heavy sleet North Troup County. That's a good report because that lines up almost identical with what I just told you and what we're looking at on radar. I'll take you in a little closer and you could see it. Dadgum, come on. Work for me, computer. You've given me enough grief this morning. All right, so there's LaGrange. And you see that red that's running across the northern part of Troup County. That's your sleet. So you folks in LaGrange, you should start seeing some sleet here momentarily because that is, let's see if we can get this to loop. Well, actually, it's retreated a little bit. But you'll notice this plume of moisture coming out of 5 Points, Alabama, moving to the east. So that's going to move right over LaGrange. So you'll get some sleet there. If it's not already sleeting in LaGrange, it will be shortly. Let me zoom all the way out so you can kind of see that we've got a long, long way to go. The back edge of all this is still near Shreveport, Louisiana. Again, if you're just joining us, the National Weather Service in Birmingham has now expanded the winter storm warning to include Talladega, Clay, and Randolph, Cleburne. If you're down there in Coosa, Tallapoosa, Chambers, and Lee, you're not included in that winter storm warning yet. We'll see how this plays out. Got sleet on County Road 281 in Bacon Level. Sleeting in Barfield. Sleet and snow on the ridge. Yard is covered. Be up on the Potash Ridge. So we do have snow falling in Randolph County. There's another report from Potash that we've got snow. It's a snow mix, according to that one post. Drew Murr says it's sleeting on the poor end of Country Club Road. Okay, so now we have a report from Jackie that it is sleeting some in LaGrange. Snow in Alexander City. Hey, there's a good report because radar is showing sleet, if anything, in the Alexander City area. So that's a good report. I'll tell you what I'm going to do here. I'm not trusting that particular radar. We're going to switch over to NextRad, and let's go level 2. Yeah. Yeah, they're not showing it either. Try level 3. Let's look at it. Well, level 3 is not showing anything. It may take a moment for it to load. All right, back to level 2 we go. There we go. So we're looking at that from Birmingham. The Atlanta radar has gone out of service. They don't know what's wrong with it. They're trying to Still trying to figure that out. So that's not very helpful for us up here in Northeast Georgia. We can't see anything off of the Atlanta radar. I'm going to switch to Greenville just for a second so I can kind of see what's going on up here. See, we're showing a little snow over White County. I'm located right there where you see the cursor right there on the screen. And just don't think it's making it to the ground just yet. Probably where you see the blues, that is making it to the ground. So, folks, it's going to be nasty across East Alabama and West Georgia, especially from Roanoke north and from Ashland north. And then if you're in Georgia, from about Franklin north and up into the Coweta County, Noonan area. Good chance that we're going to start seeing some travel problems, especially on the secondary roads and bridges. So if you don't have to travel this morning, I highly suggest that you stay put, stay indoors. The winter storm warning has been extended further south to include Talladega, Clay, Randolph, Cleburne, Calhoun, for the possibility of up to 2 inches of accumulation, a mixture of snow and sleet. And that winter storm warning now goes until 3 o'clock this afternoon for our East Alabama counties. We're going to continue to watch this for you very closely. And I'll come back from time to time and we'll update you on what's going on out there. Be safe. Don't get out and ride around and start looking for snow because you'll end up on the side of the ditch, and then emergency responders have to come out there and rescue you. And we need to keep those emergency responders available for real emergencies. So stay off the roadways. Schools are closed. If you have to go to work this morning, ask yourself this question. Is it worth it? Is that paycheck worth putting your life at risk? I think we all know what the answer is. Be safe, folks, and I'll be back with you pretty soon, and we'll continue looking at this winter storm as it develops across Alabama, and eventually we'll start moving into the state of Georgia. Thanks for joining us. I'll be back with you shortly here on Dr. Don's Weather.